So what is up, everyone? How are you doing? I mean, you can't really answer me, I guess you could, but I'm assuming you're doing great. It's great because I'm doing great. But today we are starting today off opening a package that I am super excited for, and I'm so happy to be hooked up by this company and have it on my car, and I'm just gonna show you guys right now. Boom, I already opened it, as you could tell. So as you could tell, this package is from Dishworks, or however you pronounce it. Guys, if you're watching this, I think it's Dishworks. I think it's Dishworks. So let's see what we got here. We got some sick air fresheners that smell like, I think that's squash. Whatever it is, it's really good. Heck yeah, a t-shirt. And of course, the best stuff yet, all of the fuel stuff. Oops, another air freshener. All of the fuel stuff for my S13. We're gonna do this. Tripod. So the first thing we got is a new fuel pump. I went with the DW 400. And look at this thing. This thing is beefy. Since we're aiming for some decent sized numbers on the 1JZ, we needed a decent sized pump to make sure we can get some fuel into this bad boy. So this thing is hefty, and it definitely leaves some room for upgrades, and I'm pretty sure it is E85 compatible, which is really, really sick because I'd love to have the option of going flex fuel E85 in my drift car. We have our fuel pressure regulator right here. This thing will be more than effective in our fuel system, and it's gonna look nice in the engine bay. And then of course, the big one, my first set of 1000cc injectors. Look at these things. Didn't drop them. Look at these things. They're beautiful. So of course, these are gonna drop right in my stock fuel rail and intake, and I should be able to have plenty of fuel to reach the power numbers that I want. And I'm pretty sure that these are E85 compatible too. What's up, RJ?
What's up?
How you doing?
Alright. I feel pretty good today.
I don't know. I think
you don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I think I don't want to say that they're E85 compatible and they're not, but I'm pretty sure they are. Give me a second. All right, RJ, I was right. They're E85 compatible. They're race fuel compatible, which is awesome because I would honestly love to run E85 in the car, even though I haven't made a commitment. But with this whole setup, I now have the possibility of doing so after some modifications to my existing fuel lines. But this stuff is amazing. I'm so excited to be running this in my car. So huge shout out to Dishworks for hooking up right here. I couldn't be any happier with the product. So I'm dying to just get the stuff in the car. Well, at least the injector, so we can get the fuel rail on and get the intake all bolted up. And then I'm still waiting on my AN lines to get this all set up with the fuel pressure regulator. What's up, RJ?
I'm sending long messages all day.
It's not kind of weak, huh?
It's been a rough month.
JZ fuel rail is actually pretty cool. It's a factory billet fuel rail, which is, like I said, pretty cool, and it's just simple. It's just a chunk of aluminum that has, you know, seats for the fuel rail as if an aftermarket one would. So I didn't even feel the need to buy an aftermarket one, even though you do see this right on top of the engine. I figured since we're going with the whole like bare aluminum and wrinkle black look, I didn't want to polish it because I didn't want to have to keep up with it. So I think we're going to do a brushed aluminum look on it and see how it looks. So I was trying to do the whole brush thing, and it didn't end up looking the way I wanted it to. So I decided just to start DAing it and go from there. And I hit it with the 180 grit on the DA. It doesn't look bad. It has like a nice, just like shiny cast look to it. And I'm tempted to put it on like that because I don't know if going full polish is the whole route. I'm actually kind of feeling the 600. That looks really nice. Let's go see if I have some 800, and I guess we'll just see what happens. And then we got the 800, which looks pretty good. I'm just gonna quickly 12, 15, and then we're gonna hit with some polish, and it shouldn't be a mirror, but it should look pretty nice. So I was able to find the smallest scrap of 1500 in my toolbox, and I quickly wet sanded it, and I told myself I wouldn't polish the damn thing, but look at it. It's almost there. This is looking good. Like I would leave it as is, but we might as well hit it with the polish real quick and see how it looks. Ah, shit. RJ, I accidentally polished the crap out of this thing.
What do you accidentally polish the crap out of it? Nothing is an accident, Jimmy.
So it was I was an accident, and now this fuel rail being polished is an accident. Oh, well, that worked out pretty well. I did not expect it to come out this good. So yeah, that happened, but Awesome. I mean, aluminum is one hell of a thing. I just spent 25 minutes with a DA, and this thing looks pretty damn good. Don't put your grimy fingers on it.
Okay, I was gonna hold it out to look at it. Jeez.
What do you think?
Why are you so fruity today? It looks good. Looks way better than it looked before.
So now that the fuel rail is all set, it's time to actually sandwich the injectors between the intake and the fuel rail, and it's as easy as that. The only thing we're gonna do before we put them in is it comes with some nice lube to lube the O-rings on the injector so you make sure they seat perfectly and we're not folding an O-ring. All right, this thing looks badass. I think polishing was the right answer. Having the injectors in there makes me feel good. It's getting there. Now to finish the whole entire fuel system, I just need my line kit to come in, and then we can plumb it all. It'll only take a couple minutes, and it should be good to go.
I think this is the nicest looking motor so far.
Dude, it's getting there.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like there really isn't much money in the motor. It's just paint and polish. Man, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just that little bit.
What is that from?
I think that's how from Waiting, the movie. You ever seen that movie?
Oh, with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, it looks so good. You know what? I really like the green O-rings.
I just pictured the scene now. I remembered it.
Yeah. So now that we have the fuel rail and injectors in, and we don't really have much more to do, I figured why not put the pump in? It's a good time, and we got to do it. So these are intake pumps, which mean they're literally inside the tank. So we got to pull the whole unit out of the tank, bring it out, and change the pump, which should be pretty easy. So let's go take it out. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, so it's definitely time for some new lines, because look how crusty these things are. These are probably the original lines from '93. Very nice. Let's see how many of these I break. Oh. All right, none broke and only one stripped. That's pretty good odds.
Yeah, what are the odds, Jimmy?
1 in 8. There we go.
What are we doing again?
Fuel pump.
Did you want to get a paper towel? Want me to
All right,
get
I'll just be quick. Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Fuck! It's really clean in here. Looks like it has a new gas tank. You see that? Can you see? Look at it. It's really nice.
You got some green gas.
Got some dead dinosaurs up in this piece. So the pumps are pretty easy. They should just rest on this little pedestal right here. And wow, gas everywhere. Who would have expected? And they're just 2 wires, positive and negative. So as you can see, someone soldered these in a long time ago. This wasn't me. This car used to have a built SR in it. That's why it has a good fuel pump in it. But it's not good enough for us. And we're going to be putting our DW 400 right in this piece. So let's get it all undone.
Look, more fuel. Who would have thought?
What do we got here? Oh, bunch of fuel. That's what we got. And it's just a Walboro. It's probably 255. We don't need it. Dude, this thing is gnarly.
I feel like on camera it really doesn't look that different.
I don't know. It's way bigger.
It's all about perspective.
So we got the new fuel line. Got the new connector, which is in fact different. So we're gonna solder that up. New clamps. And then a sticker. And then the new and then the new sock. Alright guys, so we gotta put a new connector on the whole hanger, and here we go. So blue is positive and black would be the negative, and this is an extra ground if you want to ground out the hanger itself, which some people prefer, or you can just cut it off. So instead of splicing it into these, factory lines like a lot of people do, we're gonna actually just solder it straight to the hanger, just so we know it's OEM fresh. There we go.
Zoom on this one sucks.
Yeah, it's alright.
I miss the old lens.
Nice. Hey. Official. I cut it a little short, but we're good to go.
Wow.
Touch it. I dare you.
No.
Touch it. This is the DW 400 pump. This is like the gnarliest pump, and it doesn't really fit exactly in the hanger. As you can tell, it's supposed to go here, and it fits all of this nonsense. So we actually have to cut this piece right here, about 1.5 inches, probably up here, to give us some room for the new line and give some flex in it. So. And we're done.
Cut.
We got our sock on. Let's get our hose on.
You got your what on?
Sock.
Where's the other clamp? Oh, it's at the top. Never mind. Yep. I'm gonna meet you over here.
All right, so we're all together. Pumps in, wiring's in, socks are on, and I put a zip tie on it for good measures just because I'm like so massive in this thing. And yeah, so we're gonna put this crusty cover back in. This isn't never gonna give us problems, so I'm not too worried about it, but.
Jimmy, I've been here for 3 days. I have to go to work.
Well, good, because we're finished. All right, guys, so we got the injectors in, we got the fuel pump in, and now we have the fuel pressure regulator, which is gonna drive me nuts because I can't figure out where I wanna put this damn thing. It's kind of weird because the fuel lines on the S13 are on the passenger side of the car, and the fuel rail on the JZ is on the driver's side. So the fuel lines have to go over the engine. I wanted to move the lines on the chassis over, but the exhaust for the majority of the length of the car actually is on the driver's side. I guess I could put them through the car and the interior and do all that, but it's not necessary. I have our fuel pressure regulator, which of course I still need to get the AN fittings for, but there's a few locations where I can run this. Of course, the simple spot would be you could put it over here on the right, the driver's side strut tower, put it up high, put it up low, it doesn't really matter. But then we have to run our feed and return all the way over, all the way to here, which I still gotta bend these lines up. Or what I was thinking would be a cool spot would actually be to put it somewhere back here, nice and clean, where I could do the feed and return from the tank to here, and then one line from here right over to the fuel rail. The only thing I'm concerned about is heat because the downpipe will be going right here. But I do plan on wrapping the downpipe, and it might not be that big of an issue. So I got some thinking to do, and I got some time to think because my fuel lines probably don't come in for another, they'll probably come in Saturday. So we got a few days to kill and figure it out. Let me know what you guys think. We should do it over here, which I really, really like, or we could actually send it over there, but the lines might be a little bulky and long. All right, guys, so I kind of stopped filming, but it's the end of the night, I'm going home, and today was sick. We got most of the fuel stuff in, D-Work stuff in. I can't wait to see how the D-Work stuff performs in the car. I know it's already gonna be amazing. I'm so excited to be running D-Work products in my car this season, having the pump, the fuel, the regulator, and everything. It's gonna slay. So, but of course, guys, as you know, like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content, and we'll see you tomorrow.